Hello, good morning everybody. Welcome to Ambe YouTube channel. Today let us discuss the concept called real numbers that is kept for 10th standard syllabus. What are real numbers? Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers together called as real numbers. Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers together called as real numbers. Characteristics of real numbers. What are the characteristics of real numbers? Real numbers are positive, negative and zeros. Real numbers are positive, negative and zero. Minus infinity to zero, zero to infinity. That means positive, negative and zero is a one characteristic of real number. Second characteristics of real number is real numbers can be indicated on the number line, that is scale. See, real number, any real number can be represented on number scale. For example, root 2. Root 2 is a real number. Value of root 2 is 1.7. 1.7 lies here. So, the value of root 2 is here. So, any real number can be represented on number line. All the real numbers can be represented on number line. This is a second characteristic. Prime number. Prime number. What is prime number? A number greater than 1 which is divisible by 1 and itself is called a prime number. A number greater than 1 divisible by 1 and itself is called a prime number. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, etc. These are all numbers divisible by 1 and itself. No other number which divides these numbers is called a prime number. Composite number. Numbers other than prime numbers is called a composite number. For example, a number greater than 2 other than prime number is called a composite number. See, these are all composite numbers which are divisible by 1 itself and other numbers. For example, 4 is divisible by which numbers? 2 2s are 4. 4 is divisible by 1, 2 and 4. 1 itself and other number. 6 is divisible by 1, 2, 3 and 6. See, this number is divisible by 1, 2, 3 and 6. Therefore, the numbers which is divisible by 1 itself and other numbers is called a composite number. Any number other than prime number is called a composite number. Express the following as a product of prime factors. So these are all composite numbers. We have to express it into product of prime factors. Which are these? Smallest prime number? Smallest prime number is 2. 2 6 are 12. 2 3 are 6. So 12 can be written as 2 square into 3. 2 square into 3. See, this is a composite number. This is prime numbers. Product of prime factors. 48, which is the smallest prime number? 2. 2 2s are 2 4s are 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 6s are 2 3s are. So 2 how many times? 4 times. 2 4s are 4 times and 3 1 time. So this is product of prime factors. Express the product of prime factors. HCF, highest common factor. See, the greatest number which is divisible by the given two numbers is called highest common factor. For example, find the highest common factor of 12 and 15. What are the factors of 12 and 15? Factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. These are the factors of 12. In these factors, if we explain it in prime numbers, then we can write 12 as 2 1s are 2 6 are 2 1s are 2 3s are. That means 2 square into 3. If we write 15 as product of prime factors, then we get 15 equals 5 3 5s are. That means 3 into 5. What is HCF of 12 and 15? 12 and 15. See, HCF of 12 and 15. See, the least numbers, the numbers which is least one time existed is written. For a commonly existed is written. Which is commonly existed? One time. See, this is 2 power 2, here 2 power 0. So 2 power 2 1 times you write, sorry, commonly existed. This is the commonly existed. Therefore 3 is the highest common factor. Highest common factor. This is the greatest number which divides 12 and 15. 3 is the greatest number which divides 12 and 15. LCM, the smallest number which is divisible by given two numbers is called LCM. Smallest number. There are so many numbers which is divisible by 12. Which are the numbers? 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, likewise. All these numbers are divisible by 12. Which are the numbers divisible by 15? 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, etc. Which is the least number divisible by these two numbers? 60 is the least number divisible by these two numbers. This is called the greatest least common factor. How to find out 60? Using this prime numbers. That is the method. See, 12 can be written as 2 power 2 into 3. 15 can be written as 3 power 1 into 5. To find LCM of the given numbers, you write this 1 times 2 power 2 into 3 power 1 and 5 power 1. All the numbers should come once. All the numbers with greatest power should come once. 2 power 2 is 4. 4 3 is 12. 12 5 is 60. 60 is the LCM of given two numbers. How to find HCF? HCF of given two numbers is the common thing that existed in the prime factors. How to find LCM? LCM, you have to take all the numbers with highest power and multiply it. You will get LCM of two numbers. One more problem. Find the HCF and LCM of 9 and 15. First, what we have to do? We have to express the given numbers as a product of prime factors. How to express as product of prime factors? 9 divided by least prime number 3. 3 3 is 9. So 9 is 3 square. 15 divided by least prime number 3 5 is 3 into 5. So how do you find HCF? Highest common factor of 9 and 15 is you take the common things. So 3 is the HCF of two numbers. How do you find LCM? LCM of 9 and 15 is you take all the numbers with greatest power. 3 power 2 and 5. 3 power 2 is 9. 9 5 is 45. So 45 is the LCM. So the number which divides these two numbers, greatest number which is the highest number which divides these two numbers is 3. The least number which is divisible by these two numbers is 45, which is divisible by 9 and 15. Relationship between HCF and LCM. The relationship between HCF and LCM is given by HCF into LCM equals first number into second number. HCF into LCM is equal to first number into second number, product of two numbers. For example, you find HCF and LCM of two numbers are 5 and 75. If one number is 15, find the other number. See what we have, the relationship between HCF and LCM. HCF and LCM equals first number into second number. What is HCF of the number is 5. What is LCM of the number is 75. One number is 15. Find the other number. HCF, LCM, first number and then second number. Now, among these four, if any one is not given, we can find. Other 3 is given and any one is not given, we can find out using this relationship. 5 ones are 5, 3s are 3 ones are 3, 25s are. Therefore, second number is 25. Write the meaning of this 6 equals 3 into 2, which means this number divides 6, this number also divides 6. 6 is divided by 3 and 6 is divided by 2. Write the meaning of this 6 equals 3a. It means 6 is divided by 3 and 6 is divided by small letter a. Write the meaning of this b equals to a if a and b are co-prime numbers. These two are co-prime numbers. So what is the meaning of this word? This one, b is divided by 2, but b is not divided by a because they are co-prime numbers. That means the only divisor of b and a is 1 only. What is the meaning of this? If these two are co-prime numbers, it means b square is divided by a square. Sorry, not a square. B square is divided by 2. These two are co-prime number. Therefore, this number is divided by this number. Which means when b square is divided by 2, b is also divided by 2. This is the meaning of this. When they are co-prime. When they are not co-prime, this is the meaning of this. Now prove that root 2 is irrational by this method. We prove this by contradiction method. What is contradiction method? If something is right, we first think that it is wrong. Then finally we disprove this method and come and prove that it is right. For example, we take something. See, we take this one as a pencil. Then we start writing. When we start writing, it must write like a pencil. When it is not write like a pencil, our assumption is wrong. Finally, we conclude that this is not a pencil. This may be a pen or marker, like that. That is the contradiction method. Suppose we prove that root 2 is irrational by contradiction method. What is contradiction method? First, we assume the wrong thing. It is irrational. We assume rational. Proof. What is we prove? Assume that root 2 is rational. And we finally come say that our conclusion is wrong, so it is irrational. If it is rational, any rational number can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, or a by b. Or we can write it as a by b, p, q, or a by b, a divided by b. By cross multiplication, root 2b equals a. Squaring on both sides, we get b root 2b square equals a square. What is the meaning of this? 2b square is equals a square. That means a is divided by 2. A square is divided by 2. It means a square is divided by 2, which implies a is also divided by 2. When a is divided by 2, 2 is a factor of a. 2 is a factor of a. One number is there, 10 numbers divide that number. Those 10 numbers are called factor of that number. 2 is a factor of a. Now, in this equation 1, I take 2 is a factor of a. Therefore, a can be written as 2 into anything, 2 into c. If 2 is a factor of a can be written as 2 into any other number. So a square can be written as 4c square. I substitute this one in equation 1. Then what we get if I substitute in equation 1, put in equation 1. This equation becomes 2b square equals, what is a square? 4c square. That means b square equals 2c. What is the meaning of this? B square equals 2c. So b square equals 2c square. B square equals 2c square means b is divided by 2, which implies b square is divided by 2, which means b is also divided by 2. When a is divided by 2, 2 is a factor of a. When b is divided by 2, 2 is a factor of b also. Therefore, 2 is a factor of b also. So 2 is a factor of a as well as 2 is a factor of b. Therefore, 2 is factor of a and b. 2 is factor of a and b. Okay. See, if we have to prove that a and b, root 2 is written by a and b, they must be co-prime numbers. A and B are co-prime, where A and B are co-prime numbers. That means common divisors of A and B is 1. But we are proving that there is one more common divisor A and B, that is 2. That means our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? Root 2 is irrational, so it can be written as two co-prime numbers, one divided by other, so that the only common divisor is 1. Finally, we proved that a common divisor is 2 is also a common divisor. So our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. What is our assumption? Root 2 is irrational. Therefore, root 2 is rational. What is our assumption? Root 2 is ಇದು ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತು. Root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is rational. Our assumption is root 2 is rational. Our assumption is wrong. Therefore, root 2 is irrational number. Irrational. So, how we have proved this? Assume that root 2 is, we have to prove root 2 is irrational. We assumed in the opposite way, root 2 is rational. When it is rational, it can be written as A by B, where A and B are co-prime numbers. That means the only divisor of A and B is 1. Taking this equation, we prove that A is divisible by 2. And the same way, substituting here, we prove that B is also divisible by 2. Therefore, A and B both are divisible by 2. 2 is also a factor of A and B. Therefore, they are not co-prime numbers. When they are not co-prime numbers, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, root 2 is irrational. Thanks for watching Ambe YouTube channel. If possible, please like, share and subscribe.